Advice is, number one, study it. If you really go get into it, anything you want to invest into, you want to get educated on. Never go into anything ignorant and without a plan. So, whether you go get free education from Google University, YouTube University, you understand me, or Friend University, somebody that's investing into it, or you can go get paid education, such as, myself, Infinite Wealth Strategies, and some of the other platforms that are out there that provide education at a good cost. But when it comes to some of the top coins that everybody should be paying attention to, of course, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, your safe bet. You want to have that for long term, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, those make complete sense to always have in your portfolio. You're talking long-term investment. Those are things that if you put together a portfolio, of course, those are safe to me. And then short term, you're talking about some good gainers, something that got a nice market cap and that's going to have a lot of room for growth based on what the industry is. You don't invest based on, what the industry is today. You base it on what it's going to be tomorrow, right? So you're talking about things like Polkadot. You're talking about things like, well, Polkadot is his own blockchain. Solana is his own blockchain, right? There's a lot, but I will really, if you new to investment, I would just leave you with those two, right? Now, if you want to know what I believe is going to make the next millionaires, billionaires, gaming. You understand me? The gaming industry is going to kill it. If you look at Microsoft, they came out with a twofold phone specifically geared for gaming. You got to understand, what PlayStation is today, that's what Facebook and Microsoft and Apple want to be. You understand me? PlayStation is like, even their business model has evolved. Now you can watch movies on your PlayStation, right? Remember they came out with DVDs and Blu-rays and all of that. That same thing is just gonna be on your phone. You understand me? The phone is trying to replace everything. And these big tech companies want to merge all things together. And then you have something called the metaverse. And the metaverse is essentially where you can have a virtual meeting space, right? You can do meetups, events, hangouts, whatever you want to do in this virtual space. So now it enhances the experience. Like when we played Sims when we was younger, which I didn't truly like that game, but it's a place, it's a whole ecosystem a person can live in. You understand me? Where you have real items that you own that you can bring into the space and build on. And for that, you go start looking at, what tokens are connected to the metaverse, what tokens are connected to the build out of the space, what tokens are connected to NFTs, what tokens are connected to DeFi, right? Which ones are going to last long, right? Like you got tokens like XRP, which is one of the most heavily traded tokens, but legally you can't trade it in the US on their brokers because of the issues they having with the SEC. But if that gets resolved, by January, then we can see a nice uptick on XRP. And I believe that that's a good long-term hold, right? And then you got things like Binance. If you want to invest into Decentraland, which is a metaverse token, you understand me? You go look at Mana. There's a lot of them out there, but I would start with the long-term ones. I would first start thinking long-term. I'll get my good returns on Bitcoin. I'm gonna hold it, I'll let my money sit. You look at the chart over the years, it's a great performer. You get into Ethereum, it got a solid use case. You understand me? Once they do their upgrades, I think Ethereum is gonna be great, right? Then you got, your Solanos, your Polkadots. It's another one I feel like I'm missing that I definitely don't wanna, let me open up this wallet real quick, because I definitely don't wanna miss that. Yeah. Let's get it. I gotta keep that wallet handy, man. Let me pull up my little trust. See what we talking about. Cause some of these coins, man, they got 30,000% gain. You know what 30,000% mean? Man, you put goddamn $10 in it. Come on now. At this time, real quick, I'm looking at this Solana, and it's at $203 right now. You understand me? That means that over the year, it went up 10,000%. 10,000% return? 10,000%? There's no job on the planet Earth that's gonna give you 10,000% return.
Yeah.
Unless you a $1 billion hedge fund manager.
So why
you ain't getting no 10,000%.
Why do you think it's taking so long for, especially the black community, to tap into the cryptocurrency space?
Oh yeah, Cardano. That's the one I wanted to say. Cardano
yeah, I
is
heard
another
of that.
one. You know, let's be honest though, a lot of black people are getting into it. You know what I'm saying? OGs that I know be hitting me up having questions about the blockchain and crypto. I don't be thinking they in the space. You know, but with all things, you know, our community, we react to success. We not usually the first comers, right? We usually wait till you know who they is, they build it out, and then we jump in, and then we complain about them not making enough space for us when we have the same opportunities as they. The beautiful thing about internet, blockchain, crypto, even playing field. Anybody can get in the game right now. Educate yourself, I was gonna curse a little bit, sit your ass down and get in the game. Like, you and your kids could be sitting in there focusing on building cryptocurrency. You understand me? Like, investing in it, learning about it. Get into I think the best and safest thing is to get into a crypto community. If you don't have one, find you one. You understand me? Learning by yourself is not the best way. Learning with others is. You understand me? Having that community feel, right? So, you know, black people, we come from the hood, you understand me? And we don't know financial literacy, so financial literacy has always been our issue. So once we continue to be more interested in things that can give us return, but also not for the game of gambling, but for the game of investing, this generation and the next generations will be completely different than the ones of the past. We're gonna have a lot more wealth, a lot more resources. And that's why it's important for us to have a lot more family, so when we get it, we know what to do with it. You know what I'm talking about?